We're here at VVH Gallery in East Hampton, and through the masterful photography of Bert Stern, Marilyn Monroe is here as well. So let's take a look. We're here with VVH, just VVH, right?
VVH, yeah.
And the VVH Gallery. Again, you did it, VVH. You brought Marilyn Monroe through Bert Stern. How did you do it?
Well, we show Bert Stern already for many, many years, and well, he's amazing. And of course, Marilyn is forever. How did I do it? I'm 30 years in the business, have the gallery, and I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, very good. So you'll have to wait. The secret is safe with you.
Well, the main thing is the end result. You can see it now. The end results are amazing. And some of those prints were never seen before. And we asked him, and we worked with him to get it done just right and the way we wanted it. And
now, Marilyn would have been 80 years old this year. It's hard to believe.
Oh, my God.
80.
Oh, my God.
But, you know, through tragedy, she's frozen in time, which for us, it's going to be, you know, the generations to follow. It's amazing.
It is more than amazing because Bert Stern had just an exhibition in the museum in Paris, and he said to me that there were lines of 12-year-old girls, young girls. And so what it means is that now you have a third generation.
Oh, easily.
And they know. And my friend's son is 11. He said, I did a paper on Marilyn Monroe. So it's very important because you know that she is going to live on with them and forever, because she is an American biggest icon ever, and probably the biggest in the world.
Sure.
And I think there is something about her that women love because she was vulnerable, because she was basically abused. She was an orphan.
And yet powerful at the same time.
Very powerful and also, you know, very, very vulnerable. But the powerful, I don't know if she was powerful. It's the beauty came across as being powerful. I think she was, you know, she was a sweet girl. She didn't have a father.
And she was a Hamptonite as well. She was an Amagansett.
Yeah. Her mother was an institution, so she was really, she always looked for a father image, and she was abused by the men.
Right.
And yes, she spent time here with Miller. That was a whole different situation. But she spent many times here.
We're in front of this beautiful painting.
Yeah.
I'd love to have it in my house. It's a knockout.
It's amazing. It looks like sort of a Warhol-like, you know, but Warhol did it, I think, after 62. Bert Stern did it in 1962, and that was just a couple of weeks before she died.
Right,
or more so, sweetheart. I do believe she was killed.
I do. All of these are available.
Not done, yeah. They are for sale, and the edition only of 18. And every time we sell 3, the price go up.
So your best bet's to invest in them early.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the prices go up. The demand is
now,
amazing.
Every time we come here, the issue comes up. You know, you have the stock market, real estate, all these things. But art fluctuates only up. Would you buy today? Always
not only up, the good art, the pieces that are important. You know, a lot of people think, oh, if the artist died, the pieces would go up. The only way it would go up if the artist died, if he was important when he was alive.
Correct.
You know, if he wasn't important when he was alive, it's not going to change. Bert Stern is very important in his life. He's 85 years old. I hope he lives forever. But when he doesn't, it would be impossible to get. Without his signature, it's worth nothing.
So if we look at these prints, they're numbered, and they have Bert's signature there.
This is 6 out of 18, and that's his signature, and that's where the value is.
It is.
First of all, the beauty. Second of all, he's a fantastic, phenomenon photographer.
Sure.
And very known without Marilyn also. He did Elizabeth Taylor. He did amazing advertisement. He went to Egypt.
These photographs were done for Vogue, right?
Those were done for Vogue. Right. She asked for him because she had a rapport with him, and she wanted him and to do the photographs. He spent the whole weekend with her, and that's the result is a lot of fantastic. First of all, she was a beauty. Second of all, he's a great photographer. Third of all, there was a rapport between the two, and that's where the third dimension that makes it so great is that they really connected.
So you see that because they had a relationship. This wasn't done by just the guy taking a picture. There was something deeper.
It was, yeah. And it was the second time in her life that she photographed nude. The first time was when she did it for Playboy magazine when she was poor and she needed the money. And this was the second time.
Correct, right.
And she did it for him because she was comfortable with him.
She felt that
Bob didn't want the nudes. He wanted just the regular shots. And he took the regular shots, and then she said, forget it. Let's go for it. And that's where, because they had a good time. And that's where she was, the nude, at just the end of her life. And boy, it looks good.
Very good, very good. And those were the days before liposuction and plastic surgery and having everything rehung.
She has some photographs with a huge scar she had here. And this scar was from a gallbladder that she had the operation. And at that time, or maybe it was emergency, the scar is so big and ugly. You know, it was... And actually, she is thinner in those pictures because I think because of the operation, it's certainly, you know.
It's amazing.
Those are unique pieces, and they are one of a kind. As you can tell, the colors are different, and they're amazing. And the size, the mammoth size, I want you to see the size here. You know, if I stand here, you can tell the size of it. It's fantastic. She's bigger than life, and she was bigger than life, and she still gets bigger.
And her eyes, her smile, the way she moves, it engages you.
Yeah. And she was a good actress. You can see how she moved her face and expression, and was. People come here and in groves to see her, and to buy too, because that's it.
Well, thanks for bringing her here to the Hamptons. I tell you, it's wonderful. She's back home. She was summer here.
She did, and indeed, also. There was an exhibition in Paris now in the museum. The Brooklyn Museum had this exhibition with the Marilyn Monroe. The museum in Florida, in Miami, had his work. I mean, he's in every museum.
Look at this picture with the pearls.
Oh, look at how beautiful. It's just so sensuous.
She looks like a goddess, doesn't she?
Yeah, so sensuous with the pearls, you know, all around her. Just dreamy. It's fantastic.
There's a woman who said diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Oh, was she saying it?
Yep.
I know, I go by that. Oh, I didn't know.
The tonality is unbelievable.
You get the color, get the colors, yeah? And look at this red.
I mean, that thing oozes sexuality, don't you think?
It does. The mouth, the way she sort of get the pearls into her mouth. It's
terrific.
You know, less description is better. If you see it, you could.
A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Really,
let the viewers draw their own conclusions.
Yeah.
So this is 8 of 18.
Yeah, we sold some already, and look at this one here. This was also never was put together like this. Take a look. Also bigger than life. Her with the dress. It's not nude. for the people who...
But it's electric. It has. It's an electric.
Look at the smile.
Yeah.
Look at this dimples. I didn't know she had dimples. And this whole movement of her body. It's just
It's
gorgeous. Classic. Classic.
It's like a Venus de Milo with arms, don't you think?
Absolutely. I knew I like you. You know, you have a way with
Pretty
words.
good, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. You really have ways with words.
Okay.
It's so nice that you come here and watch
it.
what we are doing.
I enjoyed
Yeah,
coming.
this is like hesitant. What would you call that?
Being coy,
Suspicious.
like a little coy, you know.
Suspicious, coying. Yeah, coy. That's a good word.
Yeah, it's like you know,
Coying. Yeah. Follow me.
Yeah.
And then I'll kick you. yeah. She.
And this one here is an amazing.
Wow. Those are the known photographs that, you know, you see them. Those are the most popular. You see she's nude, and then she's not so nude, you know? You see some and you don't. That's the most interesting nude is what you don't see.
And here again, it's
Even if you have the most beautiful body, women have to understand is what you don't see is more sexy and more interesting. And here, this is a perfect example that you see some, but not...
And here again, it's a genius of Bert Stern, the way he took a simple scarf draped over this lovely person here, Marilyn, and gave that air of mystery, and you know, it's amazing. I mean, she looks like she's in the room with us.
Absolutely. Bigger than us. And of course the size and the motion, the hand, the whole, her personality come through, because you can see she's an actress.
Absolutely.
Look at this piece. Look at this piece. This is like a teddy bear she has, you know? Like look at this. Like she loves you.
Right.
You know, and
it's like
so
almost a
soft.
child's embrace.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And so soft and so expression. The expression
now,
is so
even though it's blown and it's grainy, it's fantastic because it has that almost that smoky cloud-like feel.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the same thing as you see and you don't see. Yeah.
And that addresses her personality. We saw her, but we didn't kind of get it. You know, it's a tragic figure and yet not. And amazing.
And yet she was a comedian, you know, and tragic.
Right.
And you have the sympathy for her. I mean, there were so many sides to her.
And men and women loved her equally.
I'm telling you, it was very funny. I had a couple here came and the woman said, I want to buy Marilyn. And her husband looked at her. And he said, no. And she said, I am buying a Marilyn. And she gave me a check, she wrote it. He looked in a shock, because I don't think that this wife of his ever
wanted anything that much.
Yeah, and was so decisive. Like, I don't care if you like it or not. She wrote me a check, and she wanted it. And I hope they're still married. Over somebody that is dead, it's
hard to be jealous of.
But you know, this is just the top of what happened when people are not sort of together as. But I hope they live happily ever after with
sure.
Marilyn.
I'm pretty sure they
with
will.
Marilyn, I'm sure. Nobody should have worse competition.
That's true.
You know, you can handle that.
Here again, the neon look. It's
so contemporary. It looks like
beautiful.
It was now, and like it is very contemporary work, and very much of Warhol that did it after. You know, the colors, the excitement, now you see, now you don't see.
And the intensity.
That kind of, it is
beautiful.
Something that everybody can live with. And of course you saw how many fabulous collectors that bought from us. People that have the Koenings, that have a Liechtenstein, that have a Wasco, and also have a Marilyn Monroe, because she's something else.
Amazing. And through you, Vera, with your eye, and Janet with her eye and talents, and it's amazing. You have a great partnership, and you're so giving and sharing of your knowledge. You come in, and it's like going to
listen, I love what I'm doing. I love it.
It's obvious.
Nobody should do something they don't like. I love it. I love it. Every day I wake up and I can't wait to get to the gallery. It's also enticing in the bed, but you don't see, you know she's nude, but you don't see it.
Beautiful.
Under the sheets, yeah.
It's like it's some landscape, don't you think?
Oh, well, some landscape, yeah.